The story begins with the founding of the People's Republic in 1949. For nearly 3 decades, China operated under a strictly command economy. While this era established a basic industrial foundation and improved literacy and healthcare, it was also marked by extreme volatility, such as the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution. By the late 1970s, China was an impoverished, largely agrarian nation, isolated from the global financial system. The reset occurred in 1978 when Deng Xiaoping introduced the Reform and Opening Up policy, shifting the nation's path from ideological struggle to pragmatic economic development, famously noted by his philosophy, "It doesn't matter if a cat is black or white, so long as it catches mice." In the 1980s, China began its economic miracle by creating special economic zones, most notably in Shenzhen. These zones acted as laboratories for capitalism, attracting foreign investment with tax incentives and cheap labor. The government implemented the household responsibility system, allowing farmers to sell surplus crops, which spiked productivity and moved millions of workers into new urban factories. By the 1990s, China had become the world's factory, producing everything from textiles to electronics, and its GDP began growing at a staggering average of 10% per year, a pace never before seen in human history. The year 2001 marked a seismic shift as China officially joined the World Trade Organization, or WTO. This removed trade barriers and integrated China fully into the global supply chain. The Made in China label became ubiquitous. During this decade, China's growth wasn't just about exports. The government poured trillions into infrastructure, building the world's largest high-speed rail network, massive ports, and entire megacities. By 2010, China surpassed Japan to become the second largest economy in the world, cementing its role as the primary engine of global growth during the 2008 financial crisis. As labor costs rose, China transitioned from Made in China to Designed in China. This module covers the rise of tech giants like Alibaba, Tencent, and Huawei, and the country's massive lead in mobile payments and 5G technology. The government launched the Belt and Road Initiative, a global infrastructure project spanning over 60 countries, aimed at creating new trade routes and expanding Chinese influence. Simultaneously, China shifted its focus toward green energy, becoming the world leader in electric vehicle production and solar power technology, proving it could lead in the industries of the future. Today, China stands as a superpower in competition with the United States for technological and geopolitical primacy. However, the modern era brings new hurdles: an aging population, a cooling real estate market, and rising international trade tensions. The focus has shifted toward common prosperity and high-quality growth, prioritizing internal stability and domestic consumption over raw GDP numbers. As China navigates these challenges, its growth remains the single most important factor in the global economy, determining everything from climate change goals to the future of global finance.